Um, or maybe he's controlling Rob Schneider. But it's really, really dumb, dude. It's like the dumbest movie ever. But they unironically deliver the line: "Surfs up, time to save the world."
So do they like? Because I have so many questions, but like, did they fight other ninjas who are also surfing?
Um, no, they're like surfer bros in Southern California, but they're also ninjas and secretly heirs to some Pacific Asian island country's kingdom. And so this warlord dictator, played by Leslie Nielsen, is trying to assassinate them because they have a rightful claim to the throne.
So I imagine the Leslie Nielsen assassination portions are phenomenal.
Oh yeah, it's great because he's just the bad guy. You know, he's like, why aren't you, doing this? And sometimes you have to do a job yourself or whatever. You know, he does all that shit. You know, he's like just a great bad guy, really stupid.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, Rob Schneider's there. He's actually not totally offensive in the role.
By the way, I'm having trouble connecting to. Did we change the password?
Oh damn! You know what? I think my modem went out. So let me just test.
If
Uh,
your modem went out, how are you here?
well, no, like
It,
every time like my modem drops out, I
Okay.
end up having to like fix the port forwarding.
Okay,
Sure.
gotcha. I was gonna
I'm
say
running
like,
a connection. I'm running a connection test just to see.
well, you
Fuck, it
should have
doesn't
been
say it working.
disabled by now.
Well, I can get into it. It's just that nobody else can. So I don't, unless I run a connection test, I don't know that I'm, um,
God, that's such a good poster though. Nate was just telling me about something called Surf Ninjas from the '90s. I somehow missed that train, but that is a phenomenal. God, look at how they look like such doofuses. Oh, yep, that's the tagline. Surf's up, time to save the world.
oh yeah. Give me 1 second. I gotta run to my modem and look up some stuff.
Woo. Ah. Hmm.
Hello.
Uh,
Sorry, fellas. Whew. Work, care of the baby, and dinner. It was my day. Whew. All right.
hopefully we do a light review on what.
Yeah, that'd be nice. For Rails, it's been a few weeks, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
It's been feels good to be back playing. We've had a rough and my off of some things.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing, Nate? How was your trip, bruh?
He's trying to figure out those.
Oh, we can't get in yet? Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to set this up. Give me a second.
Just let us know when it's ready.
Yeah. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh, cool. Just curious, are any of you guys getting Sons of the Forest?
I already have it.
How do you like it, Isaiah?
It's fun. It's a better The Forest. It has elements of Don't Starve Together, which is fun.
Yeah, I've been like watching little TikTok clips about the AI and like how they come up and like start stealing your stuff. I saw one where this one of the I don't know what the locals on the island are called, but like they stole a log from him, so he went up with a hatchet and like killed it, and then his companion that was like the other forest creature started eating the one that he had killed. And
Yeah,
I was like, what the heck, man?
that happens. Yeah.
Nice. Are you playing with like your friends and stuff?
Not yet. We've been doing single player. I think we're starting one soon.
Oh, cool. That sounds up your alley, Chris.
I think I'm gonna wait a little bit for it to be a little further in development. It does look fun, but I have enough early access games that I have that I'm like waiting for them to be finished. You know.
Oh, this isn't full release. I thought this was full released.
No, it's
Oh, is
early
it?
access. It's kind of like early access beta slash beta.
Oh,
I don't know.
had no
Let me
idea.
look. Sons of the Forest. It doesn't say any store page. Let me look.
I thought it was early access.
It's early access game. It is early access.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I got it going. Jesus. It happens infrequently enough that it's always a pain in the ass to figure out how to do again. There's always like crucial steps that I forget, and then I'm trying to figure it out. So, all right. How did things end? We
We
well,
are
you
literally
guys,
still down there.
Right after the resurrection, right? And then you
yeah,
guys stopped.
that's right. Um,
I listened to the end,
Right. Oh shit. We
and
got
then like
two people on hard mode. Forget.
so you guys defeated the Scylla. Out of the Scylla was an angelic creature that carved his way out of its belly.
Yeah, we defeated him, I think.
And then
right?
it flew up at a rate much faster than you were able to swim toward the surface. As you were swimming up, chasing him, he came down, accused you of being infidels.
I mean, to be fair, we are.
From the true gods of Thylia, and tried to fight you. You were able to defeat him, but he did kill Tom. And once he was defeated, I think Jace, you got the final blow.
As
correct?
always.
Yeah, I
as
would not be
always,
surprised.
As always.
So,
If you said
Yeah.
someone else got the final blow, I'd be like, I don't know about that. But you said Jace,
Yeah.
I have no doubt.
so Jace, you received the Promethean flame, and that like attaches to you. I think I shared the description for that, but if I didn't, I can show it to you. And
You did
then
it. You was gonna leave everything for today.
Oh, let me. I totally forgot we had fantasy grounds. So let me log into fantasy grounds
yeah,
because I'm in another D&D thing and we're just doing theater mind. So I was like, okay,
yeah. I mean, Theater of the Mind is good for
yeah,
me. I
but
mean,
no, it's good.
tracking.
It's just like I have things to look at, so I totally forgot we had fantasy grounds. I'm on now.
Yeah, also with the amount of shit that we've collected and the level we are, like, we need some help managing all that shit.
Like me would have had an indiscriminate amount of fucking gold that I never spent.
Well, for sure, you guys are like level 16 now.
Yeah, 15. No,
15.
we leveled. No,
Yeah.
yeah, we
you
got
did.
16.
Um,
Well, now I wanna. I mean, when I knew that Tom was dead, I took Ray's dead, but I feel like I won't need that anymore because Tom is alive. We don't have to have him rest. And you have a like, if you were alive and someone else died, you have a way to rest, don't you, Tom?
I do, which is the fucked up part. Like, I made sure I had all of the stuff, and I always make sure I have the spell slots for a Revivify, but I was the one that went down. So.
Yeah. So Nate, I don't know. I took that like if I knew that he was alive, I probably wouldn't have taken Ray's dead. So it's your call on if I can swap that out or not.
you definitely can. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Keep in mind, you guys also have the Caduceus, which has powerful life-giving properties.
we don't have it.
Yeah.
Didn't that break? Wasn't that what broke to
No,
get him
the
into-
Staff of Healing
No,
broke.
that was the Staff of Healing.
Staff of Healing.
Oh, okay.
But I do think that the Caduceus is a powerful artifact, one that you need to cast the spell required to ascend to godhood. One of the three
That'll-
MacGuffins.
Holy shit.
So it does have, I think, the ability to raise dead, but
I like it better
right.
this way though, because it forces Tom. Because Tom, you know, he always had a reason to be here, but like now he's seeing all this shit that's gonna happen.
Yeah, so Tom is given a vision of what's to come, and sort of given a choice, like he can move on uh, with the god that he's worshipped all his life, or he can stay here in Thalia and fight on their behalf.
You chose to come back, right?
I did, yeah. I could have gone back to the original world that I was from, but I decided to stay here because I saw the vision, and he was like, and if you come back, like, I don't know, like, Scarab, my god, the Archfey, was like, I don't know if, you know, you're going to be able to, you and I are going to be able to have a relationship if you come back here. Like, you have to think that you're leaving me.
Yeah. So it's cool decision on Tom's part. And so he saw a vision of great and terrible beasts, 4 of them, wreaking havoc on all the major cities of Thalia.
I forget, did one of them look like the fucking thing that, oh no, Tom didn't see it, he wouldn't know, god damn it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the vision he had. And now Tom was resurrected. The staff broke, and you guys are still underwater. You've made it in the chasm up to the part where you're no longer like taking damage from how deep it is.
Right.
But you still have a ways to go to make your way up. You can go straight up to the ship. You can go back up to the temple district of the sunken city. See what's going on with the gods there. Obviously, they betrayed you in some way. Their gifts were gifts indeed, but at a certain point, once you had achieved your task, no longer became gifts to you anymore. And if you guys need to do stuff to level up, if you haven't done that, let me know. But
yeah, I just rolled my HP. I resurrect with 1 HP,
right? Yeah, that's correct.
Shit, this is crazy, bro. Mom, what the?
Yeah, I don't know. And
Are
kind
you
of like,
all right? And I kind of just put my hand out so that he can like get up.
and Tom, like, kind of blinking his eyes open, will open his mouth to speak, and water starts to seep in, and he's like, oh fuck, and he'll recast water breathing. I think that shit wears off if you straight up die.
Oh shit, it does?
Yeah, are we all suffocating?
Oh,
Well,
shit.
it's not concentration, but
just you. Put him in a bubble.
And then he'll start like gasping for breath, but it's water. And he'll be like, oh fuck me. What happened to that guy? He's gone? Is he gone?
He's gone. He's gone. He's completely gone. Well, we got the Promethean fire. I think Jace has it. What the fuck? How are you alive?
Well, you know, I had to make a choice. And unfortunately, I kind of feel like I didn't really have one, because he showed me a lot of things. Well, my old god, I suppose, showed me a lot of things that could happen. Large creatures. And he'll start describing the creatures. Does one of them resemble the one that we saw in that giant cube prison?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
Probably.
Tarask.
Yeah.
Sorry, I felt like I had to like fix my headphones. Is that better? I felt like I had a buzzing in my ear.
Yeah, it was buzzing. Or I'm glad. It sounds like you fixed it, Nate.
Okay. Um. Tom, you asked what you saw in your vision.
No, I'm describing to them what I saw. But
Oh.
I just want to know if one of them looked a bit like the Tarask.
I can describe the beast you saw.
Okay. Yeah.
You saw an enormous tentacled sea monster. You saw a mindless, gargantuan beast the size of a castle, devouring everything in its path. You saw a nightmarish dragon with breath of molten fire and massive wings that blot out the sun. And then you saw a malevolent behemoth with big spiky fins on its back
Oh no.
that
Dude.
levels mountains with terrifying beams of primordial lightning.
Fucking Godzilla.
Do any of them, like, I'm describing this to them,
That's
Yeah.
Godzilla, dude. Holy shit.
do any of them
Godzilla?
resemble the Tarask?
Oh yeah, yeah. The gargantuan beast, the size of a castle, devours everything in its path. I think some of you guys would make that connection.
So
Well,
I'll
it's
start
the thing
describing him.
with the scales on its back.
Yeah.
I
I'll
thought
start
that would be a Trask.
I'll
think
start
the fucking-
describing.
Does a Tarask breathe beams of primordial lightning?
No,
Well, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. Now again, our friend the Kraken is in there. We're actually friends with that guy. Gonna deal with him.
So just to go through a little bit of like the role play of describing it, he'll be like, yeah. So there's like one giant thing with like tentacles. I think it came from the sea. And then the other one, and he'll start describing the Tarask, and he, being 20 wisdom, he's gonna start observing your guys' reaction to it. Oh, this one.
We might have dried up its food source.
Yeah, we triple fireballed his food source.
I mean, you didn't care. That thing just kept churning out.
Yeah,
Foods.
it was. We had a meeting on top of its prison once. Yeah, don't. It's a long.
All right. Well,
It was a meeting.
do we know where that prison? He's at 1 HP. He's got blood all over his body, a hole in his body. He's fucked up.
I have no healing.
Do we? He'll heal himself.
I mean, I can give you my whack ass healing word if you want.
No, I got some spell slots left, but I figured we were gonna rest at some point.
Yeah,
we're all pretty tapped out. Oh, hey guys.
I can't teleport us away, but
No.
I do still have that little forest that I made us, so we could go there and rest before we do anything.
Well,
The Druid Grove. Nate, if you remember it last 24 hours, it was in the kelp forest.
I'm sorry. What? The what in the kelp forest?
Druid Grove.
Oh, yeah. What are you asking if that's still there?
Yeah.
How long does that last?
24 hours.
Yeah, it's still there.
So we could go and rest there. I don't know. I'm not feeling. But you guys know some of these creatures.
Yeah, we might know two of them. You're looking at the Kraken. We
Okay?
made a deal with it once.
But he didn't look very happy in what I saw.
Yeah,
Oh, he doesn't know you like he knows
Yeah.
us.
yeah. We literally we did something for him. Although rats, we never went back to talk to them, did we?
I don't think so.
Oh, we didn't. But the other one sounds like that. Well, actually, we never saw the rat, but
You did. Yeah.
oh, we did see it.
Yeah,
Mm.
you saw into it. In fact, I think one of you guys went down in there.
Jace did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jason
Did I?
died.
Yeah, he went down.
You
went down.
fell through the thing. I remember. Yeah,
We
that
were
was.
scared that he was gonna wake it up.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always me, man.
Yeah. Well, it's awake now.
Well, fuck.
So now,
So, like-
Tom, did you like? What does these visions seem like real and recent, or like?
I'll tell you what. They were a bit new to me because they didn't come from my god. They came from Thylea. So I can't attest to the veracity of what they look like, but if you trust the god of these lands, Thylea,
Do we?
It is a vision from our first primordial gods. So
In
at least the one we quote unquote know of, according to these people.
yeah.
Well, that's something that worries me.
I mean, fucking creatures.
And now
Now,
I have two decisions we can do, right? We can prepare, or we can take them out before this even happens.
I mean, I think it's more of a decision, right? Where are these things located? You know, like where are they going to strike first?
Yeah.
Where was the Kraken the last time you saw it?
Well, honestly, the Kraken was just middle of nowhere in the sea.
Never see.
Never see, and the
Or is it the
what
Forgotten?
seems to be the Taras.
The Kraken was in the Forgotten Sea. It had taken up a lair.
Yeah.
You didn't know where its lair was, I don't think, but I
No,
think
we never. No.
You were close to it on the Isle of the Dragon, but the Tarask was in the Nether Sea.
The Taras was in the net.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And do we know the other two creatures? Is there any checks that any of us can do to recognize them, or would we recognize them?
Maybe me and Dan were nymphs. Maybe know about it. Not sure.
Yeah, so there are things you can definitely do to like prepare and get some knowledge on them, but they're things that you may not have access to now. Like you may have to go to like a population center and get some access to like books, or you could potentially talk to like native druids for like a nature check, looking up religious lore. This is going to be something that you're going to have to like prepare for with your skills. It's not just going to be like a skill check in the moment. Oh, I know this off the top of my head. This is going to be something that you're going to have to dig up.
Can we do a research montage?
Yeah, so
researching.
I'm preparing my fucking castle's defenses. I don't know what you.
Tom is going to start paddling pathetically towards And just about now is when the freedom of movement wears off, and he starts going even slower, and towards where the Druid Grove is, so we can rest. I
How
just
far
need a little
away
bit.
is that from us right now? You guys figure?
You know,
Just-
if you guys travel and try to go fast, there, you know, it'll probably take a little less than an hour to get over there. To get up there.
So would you say it's about less than 500 meters?
To the Druid Grove?
The kelp grove, yeah.
No, I mean it's gonna take you. No, it's probably from where you're at. Like if you guys haven't really moved anywhere since Tom was resurrected.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
like from where Tom was resurrected, you're probably about a mile from the Druid Grove. So swimming, you know, that's gonna take you probably 30 minutes.
No, I was gonna dimension door, but its
Oh.
range is 500 feet.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, a mile is like 5,000 feet. So,
Oh, that's
yeah, I don't think you can do that. But you can swim. You can swim there. I mean, you guys all have water breathing. You have a swim speed. You can just swim up there. From where you are at, you're still in the trench, so there are still potentially predators lurking and things like that, other dangers. So,
Another option is I could make us all be able to walk on water, and that'll just take us straight to the top.
That
what
is true.
velocity?
like instantly.
Well, it's going to be. It might be a bit violent as we ascend, but not quite instantly, but quite fast. Yeah.
I feel like we should rest before we make any long voyages. That's just my
Yeah,
opinion.
that's true. I just thought, if we got.
I mean, you have the Eltros up on the surface. You can get onto the Eltros, rest. It's gonna take the Eltros like 2 days to get back to Mitros, if you want to try to get back there. So. I mean, you can definitely just like do that and make your way up. You know, we're not in like a mode of like you guys running into encounters. You know, unless there's like places within the sunken city you still want to explore or whatever. But I'm assuming your goal is to get back to like Mitros.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably with haste, some sort of haste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get back to Mitros, get back to the kingdom, and warn, like, try to warn kind of the world, sort of, maybe.
Yeah.
That would cause too much panic, I think.
With my political power. Well, obviously not like a mass, like,
You just tell the rulers.
public. Correct.
While you're discussing this, Tom casts Water Walk, and we suddenly
Ah,
shoot
there we
up
go.
like corks in water.
With my heavy armor, how does it affect my body at our current velocity?
I think you just assuming water walk just shoots you up to the surface. It shoots you up to the surface. Let me
Yeah.
see here.
If you target a creature
See.
submerged in a liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round.
60
yeah,
feet
so-
per round. Okay.
So you guys just start zooming up, 10 feet a second.
That
going
still
up,
could take a long time if we're like 5,000 feet below sea level.
Well, that's not even including our swim speed, I think, right?
Oh. Are we gonna get the bends?
Oh shit!
Your eyes start bleeding and your ear just pops. Like,
we all reach the top and are just dead.
yeah, we're just like bubbles of blood. It's like Tom
We're,
TPK to Purdy.
We're playing D&D, and I assume water breathing comes with like anti bends. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah, you guys shoot up to the surface. You see in the distance, a ways off, because obviously you didn't come straight up to the surface where the boat is, but the ship is, off in the distance. You can fire up a spell like Rats. You could probably shoot off like an Eldritch Blast or something and notify the crew that the ship is there. You do also have the dragons are there with you. So,
I just
um,
I just wanted to mention door on the ship once we reach the surface.
yeah, that's
Just
cool. Yeah, you can do that. You can bring people with you, or is that just a you thing?
I'll bring my buddy Kevriel.
Okay. So you guys dimension door onto the ship. The rest of you guys,
My dragon will try to fly in the water.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because she would take you back.
Your
Alright,
dragon
come
can
on,
like
Tom.
pull
I'm
you
taking
out.
you with me.
So you guys get out of the water and get to the ship, and you see that Versi, who I think was with you on the ship,
Yeah.
is distraught and um, just weeping, saying, we're all doomed. It's over."
Get ahead of yourself, woman. Ah.
You've
That's
heard
not the
this
Um,
it's not the
before,
first
haven't
time
we?
we have had planet-ending calamity. Or not planet, island-ending calamity.
so you've already seen the vision of all
Yes.
of our doom.
Have yeah. You saw it
This
too.
is beyond whatever you did down there has stirred forces more powerful than we can know. Our doom is coming.
I mean,
How long do we have? Oh,
Um, she says it's happening now.
what do you mean it's happening
They've
now? We just
they've
got back.
they've been released. I don't know when they'll hit the major cities, but they've likely already been wreaking havoc from wherever they were released.
but
Oh
I thought you said the Kraken was already released.
yeah, but he was friendly.
Well,
Oh,
friendly is
Well,
kind of
why did I, in my vision, I see him wreaking horrific havoc then? What kind of
maybe
deal did you
because
make with him?
um, it involved us killing Sidon.
Oh,
For his help here, but I don't
Yeah.
think he he never helped us, did he?
Did did no, but like what? I don't know if he made an oath because he wouldn't. That would be breaking his oath. But I'm
Yeah,
sure
we
we
never.
Man,
yeah.
I gotta play the oath card more often.
I
I
mean,
always
does he
feel
care
like.
about oaths? Right.
I mean, have you met the Yuris? I mean, they're pretty vicious. So you don't want to break your oath. Trust me.
Yeah, you don't want to break your oath. Um, we met them. They're freaking scary, aren't they?
They're hardcore.
They're hard,
They take their oaths very seriously.
and they know all. They know all. Um,
So you guys set sail back to Mitros.
I would. Uh, yeah, I'm guessing, right? Did we ever take a long rest?
We're
I'm
gonna
giving
have
you
to.
one now.
So this is what I'm gonna do. Before we take that
Yeah.
long rest, Nate, I am going to use.
Someone have like we need
Oh damn! I
information.
don't know
Someone
what
have,
I
like,
had.
ever something like commune with the gods or some shit.
Well,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
was gonna.
there's definitely like you can definitely use like divination spells,
What do we have?
legend lore, uh, find the path. They're all spells that you have them.
Well, I was gonna sending back to Mitros
Oh, okay.
to prepare for our arrival. Um, in one message, and then I had like 3 spell slots left. And then in the next 2 spell slots before I knock out, I'm gonna send word for my messenger. Obviously, I'm sending it to whoever's in charge, right? Like my right hand or whatever lady. while we're gone, to send word that something terrible is coming across the land to our allies' leaders. That I'll be in touch shortly. Um, to keep this a secret or whatever. Something along. Just so that we can get the ball rolling while we are sailing toward Mitro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because God knows what's gonna happen.
Tom will just pass out the moment they get back to the boat.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fucked up.
So you guys take a long rest. It takes 2 days to get back from where the sunken city is to Mitros. And you get back to Mitros and you already see like smaller boats coming in, refugees coming in from the countryside, reporting attacks from these horrible creatures. And based on their reports, they all describe various creatures from different places, but it seems like they're all kind of making their way towards each city. So the Tarask, for example, which is headed for Arisia. What's the creature that shoots lightning is headed for Mitros. The huge black dragon is headed for Astoria, and the Kraken seems to be making its way toward the city keep that Jace has established. Jace, remind me of the name of that.
Oh
I
shit.
remember the name.
Well,
It's just the keep of the Dragonlords, but isn't the Kraken can move through land? God damn.
I think he just eats through. What was the first one you said?
Well, keep in mind that the forge, the Mithril Forge, where you built the keep around, is on a massive waterfall.
It is on a
Is
massive
that
waterfall.
on a
waterfall
river.
big enough to accommodate?
Is
Damn.
on a river that leads out to the sea.
How big is that river?
Right.
Dude? Fucking hell, that's a big ass river.
What was the Godzilla like creature? What was that called?
We're just gonna call it. You don't have a name for it yet,
Lightning.
but
Godzilla. Call
we'll
it
have to do some
Godzilla.
research to find the name for
There
it.
you go.
There's a name for the black dragon too, but
Godzilla's coming up. Shows. That'll be the day.
So based on
We need to get Mothra.
Based on your knowledge, essentially they're going to hit all these cities at about the same time. And it's about 3 days away.
Oh.
Hey, you guys think we can split up, take two of them at a time?
That would likely spare the cities from major damage if you fight, and then as soon as you're able, go to the next city. All the cities have their own defenses. You can definitely send, for example, the old 5 gods to help in various cities. You deploy resources right now. And of course, there are things you can do to try to prepare yourselves for fighting any of them.
On the second day on the ship, can we, like, because I assume it still takes 2 days to travel, right?
Yeah. They're 3 days away from when you arrive in Mitros.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
but you don't know how far away they are when you're on the ship. So I just want to be clear that like,
I understand.
Yeah.
But I think it still makes sense because we finally assembled all 3 items. Tom is going to go to the group and be like, all right, well, I mean, I paid a bit of price to get these things together. So what are you like planning on using them, or are we keeping them for safekeeping? Like, what's going on?
Your mic is staticking, Chris.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I think it's mine.
No, it's Chris's.
Listen, we all kind of made a house.
Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. Oh.
This land.
Does assembling these 3 components, doesn't this grant us
We
a
have to
chance?
cast we have to cast a spell and a percentage chance for us to attain the godhood.
I'm willing to risk it.
I honestly don't see us the way we are right now beating creep. I am willing to risk.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of ritual is it? Can it only be done with one person?
Theogenesis, conjuration. One person for 1 hour casting. But does anyone know the spell? That's the question.
What's the spell?
Theogenesis.
No, so that's where, remember, the servant of
Right.
So there's 2 people that know the spell that can do the spell for you.
Mhm.
One is Narcissus.
Dragon guy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Narcissus. Hate that guy.
And the other one is his servant. I think her name is Pyrrha, as in
Right.
Pyrrhic victory.
Yep.
Pyrrha.
Pyrrha was the one who sent us. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She owes us a favor, and
She was the one who told us the sunken city location too.
yeah.
Yeah,
So we
she's-
complete the task, but if it's only one person, I like to volunteer.
Oh,
I
Chris?
feel
Yeah,
If
feels
you
an
want to go
hour.
first,
am I still crackly?
A little bit, but it's fine.
I don't hear it.
I think it good on my end.
Okay.
Oh, it's back.
that's all right. Listen, if you want to volunteer first, yeah,
Raz crack his knuckles. My time to shine.
yeah, I will gladly go second, my friend.
Well, if I turn into a hideous abomination, you can.
Can you hear me? Is it audible?
To godhood in order to beat you.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I'm godlike, but I'm an abomination, I think that's okay. But if I'm just an abomination without my god powers, then
Okay, yeah, sure. And obviously, Nate, this is just us
So
two
cold.
talking
Oh my
shit.
God.
But yeah, sure. We have no idea how this shit works. We're talking out of our asses. Like, yeah, sure. Anybody else? Nay, agree to?
If he wants to go through it, then let him.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really for me, but if it could give us the edge and prevent this, then it sounds like a good idea.
But as of right, yeah, you guys can do it first. My role is with my order for now.
Here's the thing. I I'm not a big fan of being a god and what, but we are literally left with no choice. You know,
You
and
can still you can defeat like maybe 2, but 3, 4, that's a lot.
no, I don't think we could defeat any of them without a little help
We're level
from
16. I think we're
So
fine.
you
from
do.
these
So you
things.
do have these. You do have these divine artifacts. Keep in mind, you have your dragons. You guys also have a lot of very powerful magic items. So don't sell yourself short. The other thing is, in the meantime, you can prepare and see if there's any weaknesses um,
That's true.
for these creatures, and find ways to, overcome them through other things. So
Yeah.
um, you're gonna have to, figure that out and find ways that reasonably make sense for you to obtain that information. I'll also say, just as like a point, uh, the Nether Titans are part of the lore of the world. They are creatures that are released every, I think, like 5,000 years to sort of reset civilization. It might be every 10,000 years or something. I remember just that, like, you guys had, you know, found that out about the Tarask. That it was not due to be woken up. So somebody has woken it up, but they are creatures that have been in lore within Thylea for a while. So they're things that you can find out about. It's just something that, like, you'd have to gain specialized knowledge to learn their weaknesses, or, to learn about maybe sources of power that could help you. I will say, and I'm not trying to dissuade you from joining the Divine Path because I think it's rad, um, but that is the Theogenesis gives you a spark of divinity. Um, but you also will have the Caduceus, the Ambrosia, and the Promethean Fire, which also have pretty powerful effects.
Yeah.
So.
Well, here's
So,
Also,
here's
Raz,
my
by the way, you're still
yeah.
cursed by that curse of ugliness.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
How long? How long?
Um, that requires a remove curse.
oh god, I don't have that.
We have resources. I have resources, Raz.
We
It'll
had like
pop.
2 days. Is it something you can memorize on a long rest, Jace?
The what? I don't.
Remove curse.
I cannot change the spells. I know.
Um, doesn't your lay on hands does it at some level has the ability to remove curses? I know it does poison and
Neutralize poisons. No.
And
okay.
disease. Yeah.
All right. Well, we need to find a proper cleric then, I suppose.
Well,
So
I have resources. It'll take some money, but I have
yeah,
resources when we get to.
let me just get this out of the way. Which one of you guys are good with any martial weapon? I have no attunement slot for the Promethean Fire.
I can. I can.
It can
I
also
have
be
a
used as a spellcasting little
I have a freshly
source.
opened inventory spot, but I don't know if I should do the Promethean or the Caduceus. I don't remember what the Caduceus. If it helps with healing, then it'll be good for me to have.
For sure. Um, let's see. Can we see the caduceus? I think in items, right? We can check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I know is this thing is like a martial. You can use it as like even as just a staff because staff is not martial. Never mind. Oh, simple weapon. Yeah, you can turn it to a staff. But the thing, I
Yeah.
am already filled with attunement slots off my shield, sword, and I think one more thing. Oh yeah,
I mean, I can give up my headband of intellect. I only use that just to buff my intelligence up. Um,
weapons taking my. Oh, I do have a free attunement, but never. I still don't want to use it because I have my sword of lordly might
Can
staff.
you share the Caduceus and the other one with us as well?
Yeah. So the Caduceus is already shared. You should be
There's
able
the
to just
Promethean.
access it.
How do you spell the Caduceus?
It's CAD.
Oh, here,
Oh,
found it.
CA.
Yeah.
There it is. If
Yeah,
you go to
Caduceus is the
items,
heals.
yeah, if you go to items, Chris, you'll be able to.
I see. Yeah.
So yeah, the Caduceus basically gives you heal like it has 5 charges that you know recharge, I think. Yeah, you can do all that with it.
Doesn't say they're.
Huh. It
For
can
me,
resurrect old Dragonlords. Interesting.
Do the charges regenerate?
It doesn't say it regenerates, so it has 5 charges.
What if we resurrect the old Dragon Lord so that they can help us out?
Weren't our tombs like sealed, so we could have. Never mind. That doesn't break any law, I think.
Resurrecting? I don't know.
No,
think-
because I was thinking just breaking through their tomb, but I don't think that counts as what you call it, tomb robbing. But it doesn't.
You could also with the Caduceus, just as a not trying to tell you how to play the game, but uh there are creatures who are allies with you with actual divine blood. Versi is one of them. As a descendant of Sidon.
And what would that mean?
Well, you would want to use the Caduceus to cast the Theogenesis spell on whoever wants it, but then you can destroy it. Well, I guess it would have to be destroyed by an Empyrean. So, you guys probably don't have access to that. Never mind.
Not Empyrean, no. Now, here's my question. Because like I was saying, as a human, as a human, I think I'm the only human in the group.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not a yeah.
Normie.
I'm not a big fan of being a god and living forever, as they say. Um, is there a reverse?
Have
to
you
the-
looked? Have you looked at Ambrosia?
So just keep in mind. Okay, this is what I'll say to this. Okay, the Theogenesis spell just gives you a divine spark if it's successful. Once you have a divine spark, that allows you to ascend to godhood, but you don't have to make that choice. There are requirements for ascending to godhood. First, you have to be 20th level. Second, you have to possess a divine spark through the Theogenesis spell. And third is you have to achieve certain legendary feats according to the domain that you wish to ascend to.
Oh, cool.
Cool. But does the spark have any like benefits for us?
It does not have any immediate benefits other than the fact that you have a spark of divinity.
Okay. All right. So we might be
it's a
young
start.
to be
It's
doing
a start.
Yeah.
Gonna take
And Nate, by the way,
a while.
the question that I had was, do the Caduceus charges regenerate?
It does not appear that they do so, no. So
Ooh.
But let's say, I don't know, if you want to use it, I'll say that they don't regenerate every day if they're out. They will regenerate every day, but if you spend all of them, then it will take a week. Let's say that.
Gotcha.
So that way you can't just resurrect willy nilly. And if you've used it, you can't just resurrect with it. But
Okay.
you
Tom,
can wait a day.
Tom will take the Caduceus then, unless anyone else wants it.
Kevrel, have you thought about extending your life? I mean, I know you're a human. Um,
I mean,
I say that because Jason and we can live indefinitely on this plane,
I,
and
And I'm gonna live for
Tom is an elf.
thousands of years. I'm an elf and a druid. I'll age slowly.
That ambrosia might be something you might want to take a hit of.
yeah.
But yeah,
For the sake
if you
of-
if you don't want to be become a god, you don't have to, for sure.
But the ambrosia doesn't make you a god. Just like the item that you've popped up there, Nate, says that you get immortality by drinking the ambrosia just once.
Yeah, the ambrosia does give you immortality. Yeah.
Until you unattune, I think, right?
Yeah, so
Is it like a one and done, or is it like we have it in on our possession? Because it's saying you're drinking from the amphora.
yeah, so basically you can drink to it. It's not an attunement thing, so all of you can drink from it if you want to. It reduces your visible age. I think it's weird that it says 13 years. I think it should be 23. It's like where people are typically in their prime, and I think it's weird that it can bring you down to that. That's weird. So let's edit that to 23. But yeah, you can basically it brings your physical age down to a certain point, and then each day you drink it, your charisma score increases. But if you don't drink it every day, then that effect wears off. So, but if you just drink it once, you're effectively immortal. Yeah.
I just see like Kevin Rass like taking shots of it. They're like,
and you
sound
only
party.
need one. You only need one, apparently.
You get an immortality. You get an immortality. Everyone gets an immortality. Like that's crazy. You can just like have people drink from it and they're immortal.
I mean, I'm
Oh, it does require
I'll-
attunement.
yeah, I'm with the plan. If there's a way to reverse it, I'll find out.
Well, just keep in mind the immortality doesn't mean that you can't die. It just means that you won't die of old age. But if you die after your normal old age point, you can't be resurrected.
Can't be resurrected. I know it. Fuck it.
So if you're killed after exceeding the maximum age of your race, spells can no longer resurrect you. So once you reach like, for a human, let's say 150 years old, you know,
You just go into hiding so no one can kill you.
then if you die, like you're dead. But you won't die of old age.
But let future Kev worry about that.
But you can still die of disease. You can still die of other causes. So it's not that's not as bad, right?
I mean,
So I don't know. I mean that doesn't really help you unless you need your charisma score to go up. Then you drink it every day to keep your charisma score high. But I assume you guys have already invested in that, so The ambrosia probably is of limited use to you, but the Promethean flame has some pretty good uses, and the caduceus. So, but like I said, there may be other ways, other weaknesses, potentially other artifacts you need to research to see if you can obtain things that can help you in your fights. So
I think if any of you want to try the god thing, then that's your choice thing. We'll support how we can. But for now, when we get back to Mitros, Tom is going to go straight to the old woods and do research. And he's going to be pumping himself and any of his allies that would like it with enhance ability throughout the entire period, so that we have advantage on the checks that we're making, because we.
cool, yeah.
In
So let's do two things. One, if you're going to the old woods and you're researching, let's call it a nature check, unless there's another check that you'd rather do, you feel stronger in. You're communing with nature, maybe other druids, other arch druids, to get information, old, deep knowledge that, only the trees and the earth itself can remember. So let's call it nature, but if there's another check you want that you're more comfortable with, that your character is better at, let me know. So I'll have you roll a nature check.
So could I roll a nature check using my wisdom modifier instead of my intelligence modifier?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing I'll say is, so what you need to tell me before you roll this is which Titan of these Nether Titans do you want to know about? Because this isn't going to be like a general
Black
thing.
Dragon.
This is like, okay, the Black Dragon.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Damn, bruh.
And he's
Okay.
got guidance too, so he adds a 1d4.
Solid.
32.
Okay.
Wow.
That's good. I think that's good enough. I think it's good enough. Also, what I miss?
You're
Tom
doing
is
research.
Okay.
doing research. Oh, no, it's just research, Josiah. It's just research.
I don't want to sound too favoristic, but of course I'm going to advocate for my city, right? But this also means that I can free up the military guys of my city to help other places.
Yeah. Could they get there in time is the question, right?
Depends. They can clean up with whatever else happens.
I mean, I suppose we could load them up on some of them, the elites, on the Ultros.
Ultros, load up on our dragons too.
Of the creatures that we've encountered in the past, I feel like we're well adapted for killing dragons, and we expected to fight the Kraken before, and we had done research on the Kraken. The creatures that are unknown to us is the Tarask and the
Godzilla.
plasma
Godzilla.
beam. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
and the
actually
dragon.
specifically your stories about killing dragons and then seeing this black dragon create such desolation that has Tom so nervous, because it doesn't sound like the stories that you told.
Damn, if only we had
Gotcha.
that guy
Yeah.
who was actually the Dragon Slayer. If only he was here.
So, Tom, you find out that this is called the Nether Dragon, and
How creative.
it is not like a normal colored dragon. Like, it's not a black dragon, but a dragon of shadows and necrotic energy. So some key information you glean during this time period is that sunlight disadvantages it, that it is not immune to being charmed, to charmed. It is an ancient dragon, that can perceive creatures without the need for eyesight. It primarily attacks in the dark. It exclusively attacks at night. And those killed by its breath are risen as shadows of the netherworld. So the more it kills, the more servants it creates. Finally, it is also immune to fire and necrotic damage. And this is, you're spending your time preparing, researching this, so that's why I'm sharing all this information. The final piece of information is that centuries ago, the wizard Damon discovered that someone brought a artifact that can be used to control evil dragons.
Oh shit! Tom is
Damon's
about to get a dragon.
Oh my god, that's a
Tom is about to get a fucking
fucking
dragon.
hell.
Oh shit!
Its location is in the lair of the Kraken, beneath the ocean, near the island of the dragon.
Of course it is. God
Well,
damn it.
guess who's not home right now?
Right.
He's
Right.
out attacking.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. And like as he does research each night and comes back to you guys with this, I don't know how far along you'll be on your research, but he'll be like, the case he'll make is, I mean, look, the more it kills, the more shit we've got to deal with. Because anything that dies under that breath is going to come back, and it's going to be a bigger problem for us. Also, we might be able to turn this motherfucker on the other three, right? Can you imagine if he was helping us with them? But that's without knowing what everyone else.
Yeah. That's awesome. And obviously, I'm the king of Mitros. I would want to research and put all of my resources to know about this Godzilla.
Okay. Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah. So I would imagine that you call upon the school.
Right. Right.
All of their resources.
Yeah.
Are you going to like devote any money, or do you want to do a spell check or
If
or a skill check?
if we need, okay, so I'm gonna go under expertise first, and if we need more funds, then I'll see what I could do.
Yeah, so which so for this, if you're going to be using the resources of the library, then you're probably going to want to use so like Arcana could tell you potentially useful spells that could be used against it. You could use history here, probably investigation if you're wanting to do the research yourself. So
Yes,
Well, I
everyone
could only
knows
do
what is
one.
them.
I could only do one check, right?
yeah.
I will give you advantage on that check, whatever it is, with enhance ability.
Oh wow!
Is everyone doing this check? Because I don't think I was here for it.
So each of you will have to. So like Tom spent all his time preparing. So for the last, there's 3 days until they essentially arrive. So Tom spent his time doing research among the druids in the old woods.
And every night he casts animal shapes on the whole party.
Okay.
What
So
else
yeah.
can you do?
I can't fucking use bardic inspiration on myself. Darn it, that sucks,
What
man.
else can I
Um,
do other than research? If that's the only thing I can do, then I'll do it because might as well.
Well,
you
you
said
can
you said
base
advantage,
as a
right?
paladin. As a paladin, you can not just do research, but you can consult with uh, like like priests and clerics that worship the five to gain religious information that might be pertinent to maybe religious magical artifacts that could be useful in defeating the Titans, or give you information about their nature. So,
Well, of course, since I
but
am.
but it's Kevril. Kevril's going next, so he was
Yeah.
describing what he was doing.
All right, so I'm gonna investigate this myself while the consul stirs up whatever and on their end, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna. So you said I have advantage, Tom?
Yeah. So which skill are you using?
Investigation.
So I
Okay.
will give you Fox's Cunning.
And if you want the council, do you want to you might have to grease some wheels, so to speak. So do you want
Yeah.
to like expend some money on terms of like getting them mobilized to obtain information for you?
Yes, I am going to do that. Uh, how many gold pieces? How many? What do you? 5K?
Yeah, if you want to spend that, that will increase the likelihood of success for them. I'm not going to tell you how much.
Okay, I'm gonna go for 6. I'm gonna go for 6. I'm gonna give them 6K.
Okay.
That's half of my money
Okay.
to go ahead. Half of my gold piece to go ahead and um gather any type of information on this Godzilla character, while I go ahead investigate on myself. We're gonna come together, see what we learned, come up with a strategic plan. Oh, okay, so let's go with advantage on the investigation check. Oh, this side getting up. Oh,
Is that your investigation check?
that is my investigation check, sir.
Okay.
With advantage, I cannot do. Let me see.
I mean, you're king, right? So my
I am
argument
king.
for this is you are king, you are incredibly charming, and you're doing an investigation using all of your people. Could he maybe do that investigation check with his charisma modifier? Because it's not just him doing the research, is it?
It's gonna be a plus 15. But
So yeah, I'll allow it with the money. You can add your charisma modifier. So what does that add it up to? You're gonna
that's
keep
a
the roll. You're not gonna re-roll.
that's a plus 10.
Okay, so that would be
It's gonna be
a
23.
18. 8 plus 10 is um 18.
No, no.
You have a plus
It's
10 on your charisma
it's
modifier, right?
that
Are you do you have
intimidation. Yeah. It's a plus.
do you
Okay,
have
so
expertise in investigation?
I do not have expertise
Okay,
in Vex.
gotcha.
Well, actually, I do have a star. No, it's just proficiency. Sorry, not expertise. Sorry.
um so you get the plus 10. So 8 plus 10 is an 18. So that's a little bit better. Um I will say that the extra 6,000 gold you spent um will give you a D12 on the roll. So every 500 gold you spent was like a D1. So go ahead and roll that.
Wow. D12.
Yep. So you're at 18
Okay.
now.
4, 6, 10, 12.
Let's actually make it 2d6.
2D, 2D6.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 18, 19, 20, 21.
Oh damn.
22. Okay. So for 22, you mobilize all the greatest minds in the city. You spend a lot of gold. Um, and here's some things you find out um, about the behemoth. Um, you find out that it is vulnerable to all types of damage. You find out that it can breathe energy across great distances and that it is immune to fear and its mind cannot be influenced by magic.
The
So,
Wait, is Godzilla the giraffe?
no, it's called the behemoth.
Oh, the
This
behemoth.
is the Godzilla like creature.
And what did you say about the breath? It can reach where?
It can breathe energy across great distances.
So far. Gotcha.
Also, Nate, for my level up, I took Sorcery Adept, and I'm taking Extended Spell, and every night when I'm casting animal shapes, I am using a sorcery point to double its duration.
Oh, I gotta level up.
Okay.
Damn, that sucks. Nothing. We didn't find anything out. Like, vulnerable to all damage.
Yep, vulnerable to all damage. It can breathe energy across great distances. Um, it is immune to fear, and its mind cannot be influenced by magic. And I'll also say that some wizard theorized that potentially the maze spell could be useful against it.
Pain stuff?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like sometimes when you have like a really big, powerful monster, the best way to get rid of them is just to get them off this plane somehow,
They
as
have
opposed to
magic, yeah.
killing them.
But it has to fail.
No. Okay. Thank you, Nate.
So for Rass's research, I don't know. Like I feel like Rass, the smartest person Rass knows, is Theo, and if he could reach out to Theo in the astral plane to do research, but failing that, I feel like because Rass is also a celestial warlock, his patron is a celestial. Um, that he could ask for information, and he would be picking the Tarask for information based on the fact that he probably know that Jace would research the Kraken.
Yeah, so are you saying you want to do like a religion spell? Or as religion skill check?
Not. It's not my best skills, but I guess I don't really have any other options.
If you have any other spells, you can do that, like divination, commune, contact other plane.
Well, I don't have them. Like I can't just I can't swap them out. I don't think.
Okay.
How much would it cost me to get a remove? Like as soon as we get back in Mitros, I would like be looking for someone to pay to remove my curse.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to pay because you're one of the Dragonlords. So
Yeah, I have
you go to the
resources, bro.
Temple of the Five. You go to the Temple of the Five, and they can do it.
Yeah,
So we can
come on, bro.
remove that condition from me.
Yeah, you're my best friend, bro. You got
There we
value
go.
sources.
So yeah,
And
you
plus,
can.
I just paid a shitload of money for information.
Yeah, so you can put your charisma back to where it was. I think you were at 20.
Yeah. Um.
Um, yeah, I mean, I would say if you're trying to commune with your god or your patron, it would probably be a religion, since they're a celestial. But you know, you can apply your charisma to it because that's kind of how you made your deal. So it's not going to be an intelligence check here. You're kind of basically trying to convince your patron to give you information.
So how do I use my charisma modifier? Do I just do like a standard roll?
Just roll the skill check for religion. Um, if you're proficient, you know, if you're not, then um, you just add your charisma modifier, which is a +5. If you're proficient, you add your proficiency to that.
Okay. And before I'm doing these checks, I would go to Cavril to feel inspired before I did my ritual prayer
Yeah.
type thing.
Okay, so he'll if
Hell yeah,
Kevro wants
hell
to
yeah.
give you party.
And I'd have
That's a D12. 12.
nice. All right, and with advantage because of the skill check, going to Tom, and he would be casting. Is it Eagle Splendor, the charisma one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. All right. All right, here we go. Okay, so that's 20, and I would have +5 to that, so 25, and then I would get a D12. 33.
Okay. Which one are you trying to find out about?
The Tarask.
Okay. Um, so the Tarask is an earthbound creature. It can't fly or use any kind of ranged attack. You know that it has a carapace that can reflect magical attacks back upon its spellcaster. Um, it's immune to fire and poison damage. It's immune to fear, and its mind cannot be influenced by magic. Um, Similar to the behemoth, uh, you find um, uh, your patron tells you that the maze spell would be useful to trap it for a limited time. But you also get additional information that the reverse gravity spell can temporarily incapacitate it.
Awesome.
Final piece of information you learn is that there are spell scrolls for both those spells. Located in a tomb in the necropolis of Telemach, which, if you recall, is the place you went where the Lich Daemon lives. And that tomb is indeed the tomb of his love. So if you do go there, you will be having to fight a Lich for those spells.
I mean,
Because he won't let anybody desecrate that place.
reverse gravity. So the spells that you would get scrolls for reverse gravity in maze.
Yep.
Hmm.
Maze is also good on another the
On the
previous.
behemoth.
Yeah, on the behemoth. I have reverse gravity. Tom has reverse gravity, I believe. Let me make.
I will know
Yeah.
what we're researching, right?
We're all sharing this information as we gather it.
I mean, I hope
Yeah.
so. Because
Every night, Tom. Well, I mean, we have to because for me to be able to cast enhance ability on you, we have to be.
oh, that's true. Yeah,
That's
yeah. Okay.
fine. I have a dragon. I can reach distances fast.
Yeah, I'll have reverse gravity, but I can only really cast it once, maybe twice, but it would seem a bit of a waste. But the maze spell, I don't even know what that is. Do any of you know what that is?
No, never heard of it.
Yeah. Unless I do an arcana. No.
So Jace, how are you preparing? Yeah, it is an 8th level spell.
Probably the one you suggested. Gonna gather around all the finest priests, religious people. I don't know, even some people in the Dragonlords too. Why not? Whoever knows about this thing
Okay.
that's about to attack the keep. And hopefully prepare to keep as best of the ability to repel it
Yeah.
with the weaknesses found.
All right, go ahead and roll we'll say religion.
History?
You could do history. Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. I have a 0 in religion.
Since you're sort of again like everybody else, we have a high charisma party composition. So as the leader of the Dragonlords and as the sort of king of this not really king but commander of this keep and this the basically ruler of this town, of this city, um you can use your charisma for that.
No, great. All right, let's do this. +5. You want me to invest any needed investments for this? I can toss a lot of gold around for research.
If you want to, that would add to your success potentially here.
Would 30k gold be good?
You're gonna spend all that
I still have.
just to research weaknesses.
I can. I can invest a lot more.
Okay. Yeah, 30k would do it. I'll say if you put 30k into it, you don't even have to make a check.
Sure. That's good because I have a +5. I don't think that's good enough. I am
Okay.
down to 27k
Okay.
gold.
Cool.
That's my stash in the Dragon Keep too. So
Yeah, so here's some things you learn. Um the most intelligent of the Nether Titans
That's
is the
absurd. I'm
Kraken.
sorry. Fucking 30K and he doesn't
Um
make
I
it.
did not spend a single dime.
Holy shit.
so the Kraken is the most intelligent, which means it will fight the most intelligently. But that also means it's most susceptible to attacks on its mind. It is not immune to charm magic. It can, however, see through any illusion. It can call down a lightning storm upon its victims. It is also immune to fear and immune to lightning.
Mm.
You learn from Vulcan that he forged a talisman of pure good um, in the First War. And he tells you that it would be a powerful item to use against the Kraken. Um, Unfortunately, the last Dragonlord to possess the talisman was an Oathbreaker, and so his body and the talisman could be found on the island of the Oathbreakers in the Nether Sea. Um, but uh, and Vulcan tells you that the Aranyes won't allow you to take that without a fight with them. Finally, a spell that would be useful for it is called Symbol of Hopelessness.
Symbol.
It's the symbol spell, I think. 7th level abjuration.
Interesting. I do not have it, sadly.
I can take it. That is a spell I can cast.
That you can prepare.
Damn. Wish I was a
However,
spellcaster so I can take these spells too.
Jace, I think, you haven't done this research, should figure out how to use it, because it's not a normal spell. What I will do is cast it on one of these days. He will. It requires 1,000 GP to cast it into something, and it's a glyph. Where do you want it put?
Well,
I'd look up the spell. So you just tell me where you want it, because I can't target anything. I have to decide how it's. Just read it. And basically mechanically you will decide how I use that spell.
All right, reading this. Hopelessness.
Yeah, so you can't move it. So you're gonna have to like if you want to use this symbol, you're gonna have to lure it to where the glyph is.
It's 1 minute, so putting it in the keep is nigh useless because I don't think we're going to the keep first.
The casting time is 1 minute, and the duration is just until dispelled or triggered. So
yeah. So putting it on our keep is practically useless because we're probably not going to be there when it first arrives. So I don't know. I don't think 1 minute also does my keep a lot. So,
Well, here's the thing, right? Is
if
if it fails the save, it just can't do anything. It can't attack, can't use harmful spells or abilities or other magical
for
effects.
how long?
For 1 minute.
Yeah.
So think about that. No, but think about this. Okay, if you're able to lure it to the spot where the symbol is, you can have 10 rounds on it without it being able to do anything.
If it's on a surface, it has to be something not on our body, right? If it's a surface.
Yeah, you can't move around with it. So there's a thing that says, wherever it is, if you put it on an object that holds it, it can't move more than 10 feet.
Okay.
Where does it say? You choose a surface, it can cover the area of the surface.
is there something the Kraken wanted?
I think it's just death and destruction.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I can ask it if you want. You want me to ask it?
Oh, this is my research, so.
Oh,
yeah.
But I think I already specified what I wanted. I don't know if I can add something else.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll remember me. I could just ask it right now.
I mean, I don't
doubt
think
he's gonna.
yeah.
I don't think he's gonna respond.
Mm. Okay, so what's the strongest section of my castle? We can put it there. So when we arrive to the keep, it hopefully should still be there. Actually, I can just put on a fucking road. I don't think destroying the road destroys the symbol, no?
It's going to come out of the water, right?
Huh.
I mean, just think about this, Jason, your research. Like the Kraken is the most intelligent, but that also means that like it can be provoked in ways that like a beast is just going to try to destroy everything in its path and will be harder to kind of provoke one way or the other. But the Kraken can be provoked into going somewhere. So when you get there, you can lead it to
Yeah,
where
that's
you need it
true.
to be,
Oh
you know?
shit.
And it's not like the Kraken is just gonna like find every little location, you know. So like if you keep it somewhere, you know, it's not like it's just gonna, you know, you can lure it to where you need to be. You know, you can make a plan to do that.
Or maybe are we all in this room while he's researching?
We probably meet up at night or something.
Yeah, you guys are probably meeting up every night,
Because if
What
we're
I can
meeting
do.
up, if we're meeting up at night and he's telling us,
but
I
these are
could
sort of
say,
prolonged skill checks. So, but yeah,
What I can probably do is like feint something that might cause its defeat into escaping the keep, and then might follow it, try and destroy it. Then we'll be waiting where we need to be.
I mean, I think if you confront it at the keep, you can still like, you know, come up with a plan to like lure it to a spot in the keep that you want it to get to trigger the symbol. You know, you get to decide how it triggers it too.
Oh,
So,
fuck. What? It's good enough to.
I mean, think about it. I don't know.
I'm trying to
Just
think
kind of
what would be the.
strategize and think about things.
I'm trying to think what would be the most likely thing that it will actually follow us.
I mean, we could maybe it would, you know, want the Promethean flame, or maybe it would want, you know, it's like what kind of conversations did you have? Did it seem vain? Like,
I didn't commune with anything. I communed with my people, my researchers. What one we had with the Kraken
yeah,
itself? Oh, I don't recall at all. Maybe prideful. Oh,
I rolled that.
something in its lair. Then maybe I don't know. It doesn't like Sidon. Say like Sidon resurrected or something. That'd be funny.
Yeah, the only thing that had the only encounter that you had with the Kraken was it attacked your ship on your way to the island of the dragon. And uh so you could fight Hexia, the evil green dragon, um that had kidnapped your mother. And it found out that you guys are enemies of Sidon, and so it backed off. That's really the only interaction. You guys didn't like make a deal or anything like that. It just kind of
I
backed
mean,
off.
I mean, we're saying we made a. Come on, get with the program. Everybody, we know that didn't happen, but I'm saying
Yeah.
to make us look cooler that we made a deal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just
Is,
reminding everybody what
is
happened.
that okay though?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, oh my god, we made a deal with this guy. What's going on? I don't know what happened.
But yeah, the you can make the trigger anything. You can make the trigger based on, you know, like if uh if tentacles, you know, cross over that space or something like that, right? Like the 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 trigger for it can be anything you want it to be. The trigger can be um something that it won't accidentally set off until you're there, right? So just think about that. You don't have to figure it out right now. You know, I'm not going to make you fight the Kraken tonight. Um, but you know, that's not a bad plan for the symbol. That's what your research turned up is that symbol can um can would be really effective against it. But there's also the talisman if you want to get that. So, um, but yeah, those are all the information you guys need on that. So, as you guys are researching and preparing and doing all of this, more and more refugees from the countryside are fleeing into the cities, seeking shelter from these beasts, reporting on where they are, and they're all closing in. So essentially, um, you're gonna have to make a decision about where. I'll basically I can give you what I'll say is at the end of all your research, you find these things out. You will have a day to prepare uh, for the next attack, and you can try to go meet them before they get to a city, um, or if you want to go search for an artifact, um, or one of the spell scrolls or whatever. You guys can try to do that. You can definitely try to split up and do these things, um, and we can run those things. Uh, if you want to split up, like split the party and go fight, like like split and fight them, you can try to do that too. um and we can see if that works for you. Yeah, so the two magical things in the Acropolis are kind of on the same like serve the same purpose. It's just two scrolls that are spells that could be useful against the Tarask.
And the behemoth.
And the behemoth.
Yeah, so I'll kind by the way, Nate, I just was messing around with my stuff. I took away Sorcery Adept, and I'm now doing Resilient.
I don't know what that means. What?
It's a feat. I picked one feat. I decided I didn't want to use it, and then because we leveled to 16, we can pick a feat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So I can't cast Maze. But what do we need? Where is the behemoth coming?
So the behemoth is coming to Mitros. The Tarask is coming to Arisia, which is where like the Spartans live. That was the city that you guys infiltrated at the beginning of this whole section. After you defeated Sidon and whatnot. So that's Arisia. Astoria, which is one of the first towns you guys went to with the basilisks, and that's where Pitor is the king. And his daughter, was went to sacrifice herself for the Order of Sidon. So Astoria is where the Nether Dragon is going, and then Jace's city is where the Kraken is going.
So you all have heard my suggestion is that we try and charm this this Nether Dragon first, and then we use it to face off with the other one. I suppose we go.
Yeah, for sure.
I suppose we'd go to Mitros or to the city keep afterwards. But I got to be honest with you, Jace. I feel like your place could survive a bit longer, but it could be useful if we could bring some of the guards. So a bit of a toss-up where we go out. I'm open to other ideas. I'm just,
Well, first things first, we don't care about Arisia, right? Or do we?
I mean, we do,
I
but
mean, you did meet good people there.
yeah,
They had good wine and excellent olive oil and cooking. You did end up becoming allied with the queen, but
my my thing with this is that like after Aresia, what's it gonna do? You know, like what's his target next? Like it could come to Mitros, meet up with
true.
another one of these beasts.
It's true. I
But we
mean,
have, yeah,
you're definitely gonna have to defeat it, but when you defeat it, will determine whether or not it successfully completely decimates its city or not.
how? Oh my God! I just had an idea. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't work. What if we have an extra? What if we spend that day going toward this black dragon
Kill it first. Long rest, then
and
fight. Unearth it.
and yeah, well maybe not kill it, but like Tom said, you know, make it an ally. Then we'll
Well,
have
dragon.
a whole extra. Well, like troll it. Oh, troll
well,
it.
if we wanted to do that, because I don't think any of you can cast kind of controlling spells that would be needed for the long term, we would need the artifact, and that is in the Kraken's lair.
Yeah. So the only thing I'll say about the orb,
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's
yeah,
right.
the only thing I just want to give a caveat on the orb is that it has a lot of powerful effects. Um, it does not control dragons, but it can summon them to your location. It can summon evil dragons to your location, so you can basically get it to uh, um, stop its attack temporarily to come to you. So it will buy time.
And if we could, if I don't think we should bring it to where the Kraken is, because the Kraken is too smart, right? It'll just run away. Why would it fight the Black Dragon? But if we bring it to where the Tarrasque is or something, two beasts up against each other. Oh,
Seems smart.
That might work. Right.
Yeah,
That idea.
but if you do bring it to a beast that's in the middle of attacking a city, then that could potentially double the damage to that city. But yeah, you
Yes.
could summon it. You could essentially summon it so that it's you'd fight both.
We'll
at the
just
same
have to make
time.
sure it's a city that we don't particularly care about.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
I mean, the Tarrasque is the one going to Aresia, and we don't really care about that one.
But here's the thing. So you're saying to use this extra day that we to go to the Kraken's lair, which we know he's not there, and get this artifact so that it can help us, with this dragon, whatever you call it. I think I'm okay with that because nobody knows what's in the Kraken's lair. We could be hitting freaking, like maybe the scrolls that we need.
Who
We
knows?
might hit jackpot. Who the hell knows what's in the Kraken's lair?
That's true.
I feel like getting.
Years,
Yeah, I
yeah.
agree. I feel like getting at least one thing we need.
We
Yeah.
might hit jackpot. I don't know.
Will be like at least a good use of our time rather than researching everything and then trying to get all the other artifacts. Because the rest were like what spells.
Yep.
You
And
know,
I can do most of them.
you can do most of them, so you can just write that off the list. So as right now, outsider, it was either what Kraken jackpot thingy or something in the other or the Aranese.
God, dude, this is so cool. I want to do all of them. Fuck.
Look, if one of you guys come with me, I think I'm martial enough to take on at least several Aranese.
Do you guys want to split and try and like?
It'll be
is that
fun. It'll
is
be fun.
to to battle a lich though with
No. The Lich is not the ones we're talking about. That one's in the Talamok. We're going to the either Kraken Slayer and or the Irenes, which is in the Nether. Aranyes. Plus, I don't know about you, but I can kill liches fast.
well, oh, that's true. You have
That's true.
bad,
You could solo that.
yeah. Puff.
Hopefully.
What if we
Yeah,
just
we
sent
had
you
a
and the
little-
dragons, right?
Look, man. If you want me to go,
Also, I don't know if you guys know what the Talisman of Pure Good is, but it's pretty unreal.
All right, look. You can send me in a solo mission. I can probably do it with my dragon.
No,
maybe,
no.
maybe I can
You're
take
not.
help with me.
No, nobody's soloing shit, bro.
I can do it. Trust me.
Okay, yeah, we kind of have to get the Talisman of Pure Good.
You guys can go to the Krakens. I can take it on. I got this. Hype myself up.
So here's the thing. I'm happy to go wherever I'm needed, but it feels
Yeah.
like the two places we need to go are where the Talisman of Pure Good are and the sphere that can summon that dragon. So the question is, who goes where?
I'm good against undead.
So you would go. No, the talisman is found on the Isle of Oathbreakers.
Talisman of Pure Good. Okay, I'm good at fighting.
But is there anyone amongst us? Because I feel like the sneaky ones amongst us could go to the Kraken lair. In fact, I could go to the Kraken lair by myself.
Because you can like turn into an animal, swim in there really fast, and then
Yeah.
book it.
Honestly,
I'm a-
you guys are good at stealing.
I kind of have a vendetta against the Uranese, so I can help Jace.
Me and Ras can go there then.
That's a very good reason. I like that. That's in character. Cool. So you and Ras and Jace are going to the Aranyes. And then
Yeah.
Kev and I are going to the Kraken.
Yeah, because it's always good to split the party, right?
I mean,
Well,
is
we're
this
bringing
suicide?
Two dragons. We're bringing 2 dragons with us.
Yeah,
so-
I feel good about bringing my dragon with me.
Yeah, I have one dragon. It's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah, Tom doesn't
mean, if
have a
you don't-
dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you think that dragon's gonna be not useful in that Kraken lair, you can send us to us. We'll have 3 dragons.
Well, Kevril, this works out fucking perfectly because your dragon
Yeah.
is a water dragon, right?
Yeah, my dragon. Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
never mind. It's good for you guys.
Jezreel breathes water.
And mine can't. So I
God.
think we have a very suicidal but very fun plan.
This is gonna be so fun, dude. They all sound so cool though, right?
Yeah.
Next time
This
on
is
Dragon
the
Balls.
make or break moment. So I'm happy. I'd personally not be mad if we do die in this thing because it's our make or break moment. We have to do this. I think
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. I'm okay.
it is
Next
our
time on
it's our coup de
Boys with
grace.
D&D with the guys.
So let's
CPK.
recap. Let's recap the plan, okay? So that I
Okay.
can prepare these encounters.
Yes.
Jace is going to the Nether Sea
With Ras, right?
with Ras.
And the dragon.
Indeed.
Okay, and their dragons.
Their dragon.
Okay, and then Tom and Kevril are going to the Kraken lair with
Kraken
Kev's
lair.
dragon.
This is so cool.
Yeah,
I'm giddy
with
too,
Kaz.
man. This is so fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah. We are doing this. And
Cool.
yeah. And our plan is for Tom to take control of the Black Dragon.
Well, to
Oh.
use it to summon him to
Yeah.
the Tarask.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay, but it'll feel like you have your own dragon.
Wait, is the Tarask immune to necrotic?
That's a good question.
Is it?
Immune to fire, poison, fear. Nope. It
I
can
mean,
take necrotic.
it'll be funny if the Taras is just sitting there taking all the damage while it's just killing the Black Dragon. It's like,
Well, the dragon has flight. The Trask is a grounded creature, so advantage dragon.
Yeah,
mm,
we don't know if this is a good plan or not, but like it's I'm excited to see how it plays out.
It's so terrible, it just might work, right, guys?
watch it
mean,
not.
yeah.
It'll be so funny.
Nate's like, oh my god, they're actually gonna split the
It's
party.
like, I can finally kill them with this plan.
Yeah,
Finally.
Nate's
So
like,
this
"They're
is
finally-"
this is my big question.
Oh
Okay,
my
so
god, hold on.
these two encounters, I'll set these up. That's going to be great. Super excited for that. I'm not ready to do those now. So
I know,
we're
I know.
basically gonna kind of you guys think about other plans, prep. So we'll probably have an early night tonight. But what was I gonna say? So after you guys get these artifacts, is your plan to go to Arisia and lure the dragon there and do that encounter first?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
before any of this happens, Tom is going to set up a symbol wherever.
It's gonna be
Jace
on a
wants it.
rock, a little bit away from the keep, away from like view of the city, so it doesn't trigger. Fuck, what's the word for it? Prematurely.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you'll have a spot that you'll lure the kraken to.
Yes, as the lure part, we still don't know, but we can try to think something.
I have
Well, I'll say this: you'll have the orb of dragonkind,
Oh, that too.
so which you will have stolen from his lair.
So do we put in Arisia?
True.
Or do we just like try to fight the dragon first?
no, we want the
Well-
dragon to fight the Taras.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh wait, are we luring it there and then leaving those two to duke it out while we then go
Hopefully.
to deal with the kraken?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, we couldn't duke it up, but then that leaves Mitros with the stupid.
It will take at most, hopefully at most, a day to get back. Hopefully nothing's destroyed.
Dude, we
If we
need
reconvene, we need the
what's
maze
that?
spell. Let's go kill a lich
Yeah.
after.
that
all
maze
four of
spell.
us.
Like, we need that maze because if we do that maze spell, then at least we get one of the big monsters out of the way.
We'll save Mitros and then we'll fight the kraken.
If we don't want to waste time going to the entrance of the necropolis, I don't know if there's a way you can set up a teleport thing there, but after Aranese, hopefully we convene fast and then just teleport me and our group there.
So
Or even me, just me.
yeah,
I'll just let you guys know that the maze spell only lasts 10 minutes. So.
yeah.
Oh, it's not permanent. Well,
That's fine. That's 10 minutes that we can recoup.
but it's like a wasted effort. Like, you're only gonna save the town for 10 minutes. It's not like the other spell that's
No,
permanent.
I mean also lets us, if we're fighting it, if it's gone, we can heal up with my lay on hands heal spell, so we'll be on like a fresh, almost fresh.
Yeah. I mean, I think we can figure this out because first we have to go there and get the shit.
Yeah, we might not even make it that far. So let's not think too far ahead.
So if we can also, if we kill Daemon, we can resurrect one of the Dragonlords. Help us.
We don't have the time. We've got a day, motherfucker.
Well, maybe they could. Well, who knows? Maybe they can do it.
Fuck it. Let's
Let me-
Sidon. Get him back in here. We need someone.
Let me tell you something.
He'd side with one of the creatures.
I
Actually,
think
Sidon would fight the kraken for
It's
sure.
like resurrect him next to the Kraken, so they're gonna duke it out.
not only are we splitting the party, but
That'd be
I
funny.
think we split the party the worst way possible. Because
Why?
you have two players in hardcore mode together.
That just means you guys are more hardcore than us, you know.
Wait, no,
Kev-
is Tom in hardcore mode? I don't think Tom is.
Yeah, you can't come back to life, can you?
Oh.
Why?
Is
Can
that
you?
true, Nate? I forget.
No, I don't remember that.
No, I
Tom
don't think
can-
so.
Oh, damn! I'm the only one in hardcore mode.
Yeah.
That we didn't know of.
Is this a condition that you placed on yourself or something from the,
No,
the game?
No, remember when I died? Because of the guy that I got possessed,
Oh, Esther?
Esther, and I kind of saved everyone by killing myself and killing him.
That means you can't.
Yeah, my mother from the ring came to me in a vision, and she used, well, my family in a whole used up their life force to bring me back. And in doing so, I only have like my soul could only take so much. So if I die next time, brought back.
It's okay though. You've got Tom with you, so
He can keep you healed.
I'm
Yeah.
okay.
And
No, but the thing is that I totally forgot about that. And this whole time,
you guys aren't guaranteed a fight. It's a stealth mission. Like,
Yeah.
This is-
so
you know what?
it's me and Jason are straight up knuckle dragon fight. We're gonna kick some Uranus ass.
Oh wait, we can also deploy the former gods too. So
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wait,
So
hold on.
You
You're
can have.
drunk-
You can
you're
have
drunk,
the
Dad.
five.
I have an
you can have
idea.
the five maybe defend one of the towns for a while before.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Tom, is there anything that you can give the guy so that we can pinpoint their location, so that we can teleport to where they are? In case we're done early, then we could just go up, bloop, bloop, and then help them out.
So
Is there a way to do that? Is there?
I don't have teleport. I can only. It only works if there's like trees, or I think when we were on the bottom of the water, like giant, tree-like structures. So I don't know if there are any around there.
It has to be trees.
Yeah,
Can it be a
might-
plan?
it has to be big enough to like open up a hole for it.
does it have to be alive?
The spell creates a magic link between a large or larger inanimate plant within range of another plant at any distance on the same plane of existence.
Could
must-
learn
Well,
teleport.
sea kelp is a plant.
I could learn teleport with
I
my
was gonna say.
16th level.
Just
I think it
but
should be fine because actually I know I specifically scouted in Aresia where we have to go afterwards. I specifically scouted trees. So if we
Yep.
could find a piece of kelp near where the Kraken is, then we could just go straight there. I could activate the orb, and then we could meet up with the rest of the group.
I was gonna say. Also, can
We
you just
can
bring,
do
like,
that.
bring yourself like a succulent?
Well, it's got to be a large.
No, it's just to help you guys out.
Can
Yeah.
you do plant growth and then make it in the sea?
Plant growth can't do that, unfortunately.
So just out of character, what do you guys pack in for 8th level
I'll
spells now?
also just point out that the Kraken's lair is near the Isle of the Dragon, which is a big jungle. So if you finish at the Kraken's lair, it's not that far from, like, it's in a cove off the
Wait,
coast of the Isle.
Well,
of the
now I have
Dragon.
another question. Are we getting dropped off first? Or are we gonna take, or is me and Ras gonna take the boat then meet up with you guys?
Well, you guys have to drag it.
Well, you have to go through like.
Hang on, I've got a fucking brilliant
Yeah,
idea.
you
I
guys
just
have
thought.
to go through the Charybdis.
Here we go.
Okay,
Tom
all
has
right,
an
all right,
idea.
all right, all right. What
Here we go.
do we know that you guys need to go to the Isle of the
Aresia.
Erinyes? Are there
Yeah.
any trees on that island?
No.
Not that. No.
Well, turns out I don't have an idea at all. Carry on. Fuck. I was going to be like, if we could sync up the exact time, then I could open a portal through the tree and we could all gather together. Just, in that
Well,
way.
I have
What-
I have a different question, and this maybe didn't you guys weren't you guys planning on planting a tree on the Ultros?
Yeah.
That's true.
Did that ever happen?
I think we
Uh,
had a plan for it, but never followed through.
Let's
I
say,
don't
does
know.
a tree also grow that fast?
Well, you could transplant a large tree, like a potted tree.
It becomes the new
Doesn't have to be
mass.
large.
True.
That's true. And then, oh my god, you're right.
So you could take the Ultros to go
Right.
to the Eriniers.
Then we can transport to the Ultros, meet up with them, and then from the Ultros, we can transport from the Ultros to Arisia, and I'll have my crew from the Ultros meet us in Arisia.
Or somewhere else, because we'll already be in
Or,
Arisia.
yeah, or somewhere else.
Or Mitros.
Yeah.
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 Holy jeez, that's a good plan.
If we've got a tree on the Ultros, we've got options.
Cool.
Alright, I'll call up all our dragons. We'll rip up a big tree.
Oh my god, can we resurrect dragons?
I have spell for it.
Can we resurrect like the old Dragonlords dragon?
No, if we find it, maybe.
Like that silver one we killed, he was evil though.
And he was sick in the mind, right?
Yeah, because of
Don't we like?
because of Sidon.
What are the chances it's magical?
So many
Um,
choices.
I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that question. What are the chances of what's magical?
I don't know. Maybe it's a curse or something. Because we don't know what caused it. So
Caused what?
The silver
Oh.
dragon that go mad.
because
That
that
we
thing
had to
had
fight.
because that thing had a dragon lord too.
Yeah, but it had been abandoned and trapped inside that prison with all the
Mhm.
mirrors. Is that the one you're talking about?
Oh,
I
the
think
gold.
so.
No, that was a gold dragon.
No, the gold dragon was the one that like lured you guys to a meal and then you fought it, but the Aranyes showed up.
Oh, that's right. That the
Scared you
beautiful
away.
one, beautiful guy, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, if it just went mad on isolation, I don't think we can do anything for it.
Maybe we can restore him. In a
Good.
time when like to a time where he was sane. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the spell to resurrect dragons is takes a long time. Doesn't it take
Urge.
24 hours?
Let me check. I have the spell. 1 hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, think about other things in the meantime. And if you have something that you think is going to be a big curveball, just let me know so I can prepare stat blocks or, um, just kind of adjust things. But this will be fun. So I'll set up all those encounters. So we'll probably do um, these two heists and then the first encounter of the apocalypse in Arisia, if you're going to start there, and that'll be with the Tarask and the other dragon. So we will see how that goes.
I just wanted to ask, Nate, are there spell scrolls available to buy in Mitros? Up to like certain
Yeah,
levels?
there are probably spell scrolls to buy in Mitros. I would say that up to third level would be relatively easy to find. Anything
God bless you.
up to you probably won't be able to find anything beyond 5th level.
Okay.
I was gonna say maybe 5th level should be good for you, Raz. Aren't you Mr. Underworld guy?
Kinda have connections.
That's true. He does have connections.
He has connections.
Black market.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna hop off.
Okie doke.
But good luck. Godspeed. We'll see you next week.
Nate's
Yeah,
like,
and,
you fuckers split up. That's what I wanted, you guys. Fucking Nate.
I'm not sure. Look, I want to see you guys
No, I'm just
overcome
kidding.
adversity
I know.
and win. But you know,
Is this the
depending on
first
your
time?
choices, you may take on more adversity than your characters can handle.
Yeah.
We'll see. I
I
think this is actually I actually think this is not a terrible idea to split up.
No,
and do
I
these
know. I
things.
think
It
this is a
increases
good
your
idea.
chances against
Oh.
the Titans. So
Hey, you think in challenge that crack into a game of 20 squares?
you could maybe convince it to. Yeah,
Huh.
it's intelligent enough to do so.
Huh.
True. The Kraken is enough.
Yeah.
It's true. The Kraken's smart enough to play the game, right?
I mean, also, if I don't want to do it, I can just try challenge the Aranese, and hopefully my dice will go in a way where we don't even have to fight it. Although I might have to bet my life, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yeah, you definitely have to give it a proper incentive. And I'll just say this, that the Kraken, from what you researched about it, typically wants to dominate and enslave. So you know, it's maybe not just seeking for you to die, but maybe seeking like an oath of service, for example.
Huh. Sorry, party. I'm gonna bet all you guys without your will that we're gonna be its servants.
I mean, but what if we just killed all the Aranyes and made oaths willy-nilly, right? Couldn't get
Yeah.
us.
Well, this one's like divine fabric, so I don't know if breaking the oath is even a question.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. It's not possible to break the results of a game of 20. Not one that's properly played. So
You know that like video is like of like Lord Farquaad's like many of you will die, and that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. Many people be enslaved, but that's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
All right. See you guys next week then.
You guys see it.
Later.
take it easy.